This is my day 12 of using the Google Pixel 7. Stay tuned to the end of the video to see what it is like to use this phone on a random Wednesday. So woke up at 6:27 a.m. Day 12. It is super foggy. Waking up a little bit earlier again. Left my house at 7:16. Ran out of apples again. So today, settling for a Lara bar. I was gonna take a different path, but I think I want to see what my usual park area looked like with this heavy fog. This is a random photo of a tree. Forgot the motivation behind me taking it, but I'm posting it anyway since I already took the picture. Look at that thick fog. Luckily it is still pretty warm outside at 60 degrees. Just can't really see much. There's a new sign. This is the video quality on the Pixel 7 early in the morning when it is foggy outside. This is a photo shot on the Pixel 7 with the main camera. Here is the same view from the Snapchat app. Notice it is a little bit more zoomed in if I'm standing in the same spot. Here's me taking a few steps back to attempt to take a similar photo. The overall picture is more zoomed out, but the quality still looks pretty decent. Gonna wait for 1 hour, phone at 90%. I think that's gonna be the average at this point. I already had this phone over a week. If you're using it, you probably lose 10% an hour. If you're not, it can pretty much last all day. Here are some random mushrooms in a sea of grass. Here they are at 2x and 8x, all standing at the same distance. And here is me getting up and close in its personal space. Snapchat video quality. Cloudy and foggy outside. Been awake for an hour and a half. Phone is at 83%. Average battery at best. Here's me trying to use the action pan camera feature. Starting to get better at it. Not bad, although some of you guys might call me out again for taking vertical photos. But with these things, I saw a car driving by. I had to quickly pull up my phone, double tap to turn on the camera, slide all the way to the left to find the feature. There's a lot to do in a split second, so this is the best that I can come up with in order to capture that perfect moment. When I first tried to use this feature before, I think the car was blurry, but all the background was fine. Seems like a cool feature. I'll try to find ways to incorporate this more. Here are some Snapchat videos in the morning with fog and everything as well. Quality looking good. At 8:33 a.m. got back to my desk after my morning walk. Already at 77% after being awake for a couple hours. I think this is a standard at this point if you're using the phone a lot. Got a question from Marlone asking me how do I add the reminder widget that I have here in the video. I was actually trying to figure that out myself in the beginning because I was trying to find a way to get rid of it. Essentially, I used the default Google Calendar app, and about 30 minutes before the event, it just automatically show up on your always on display if you have that activated. If not, I think it should still show up on your main screen. Something that is useful to have, but it kind of gets stuck on there for a while until the event occurs, which annoyed me a little bit. Here's me getting ready to wash my face with YouTube playing in the background. Here's some behind the scenes of the madness on my morning coffee. My S20 aka main camera is on a wireless charger because I got water in the charging port. Now I can't charge the phone. My buddy Snorlax moved over to the beach chair. Got my tripod that I never use. Triple monitor setup. Oatmeal with grapefruit, ginger, apple cider vinegar, some random flavoring thing, collagen mixed with water. More water left on the side. So 9 a.m. time for work. Gotta respond to Dan since I had that set as a reminder. Been awake for about 4 hours. Got some morning exercise in. Have 10 minutes to my next meeting. Phone is at 62%. I don't anticipate it's gonna be a high usage day, so it should last me until I get out of work, if not more. And by day 12, I'm starting to grow really fond of the recording app that Google offers. I happened to be listening in on a mental health webinar and decided to test out this feature. And this low-key might be my new favorite feature on the Google Pixel 7. They have on the Pixel 6 as well. But essentially it is super useful because it records everything and then it shows the transcription in live time. And if you ever need to search for a particular text in the conversation that you remember, maybe someone was talking about an airplane or a car or a specific mushroom or something like that, you could just search the term and then it'll take you straight to that conversation and how many times you say it as well. You can keep hitting next until you get to the point of the conversation where you do remember. I think this feature is super useful. I'm going to try to incorporate it more during my meetings. That way it will allow me time to listen and understand the whole context of the meeting rather than frantically trying to take down every single note during the whole time. So here's a quick demo here. During the mental health webinar, they did a lot of talk about loneliness. So I just do a search for that and see how many times it comes up. And the search is super quick. It jumps straight to the conversation and you can basically listen as you're searching around in the actual conversation. Super cool and useful feature. I wish they had this when I went to college, but now it can still be applied for work. 6 hours of being awake. Super busy at work today. 42% left. At around 1:50 p.m. my phone is at 38%. Was super busy with work over the next few hours, so didn't touch my phone until I got off work. Been awake for 11 hours, finally got off work. Phone is at 14%. 5:51, getting some steps in before dinner since I did not get a chance to do that all in the morning. Close to 7 p.m. my phone is at 3%. I would say time of death is 7:10 p.m. Still a solid 12.5 battery life on a not so busy workday, even though I was using the phone a lot in the beginning, but once work started, it sat there and held its own to the end of the day. Here's a Snapchat picture of ribs for dinner and also noodles and beef. Thanks for all the comments, questions, tips, and tricks that you guys have left so far. So day 12 was a light day for me. After my early morning walk, I worked throughout the day, took another short walk in the evening. Phone died after about 12.5 hours on a lighter usage days. Thanks for making it this far in the video. I'm taking down all the requests that you guys have sent over to me. I'll cover them eventually. You won't see them immediately. Each of these 10-minute videos take a lot of time to make, at least 2 hours or so. Anything from recording to editing, scripting, planning. But please continue to send any tips, suggestions, and comments below. Please check out my 2 weeks review if you haven't already. Like and subscribe to my channel. And remember to turn on the bell so you don't miss the next video. Once again, appreciate all the love and support. And thanks again.